Are we sounding like cats?
Okay. Oh wait, what was that? That was weird.
That was really weird, huh?
Yeah, what the heck?
Sorry, we may have been talking in, cat language there, but hello everyone. Welcome in to our live stream. Today, we're gonna be talking all about Voicemod, the new voice effect or VSTs, and soundboards. So we're super excited to show you guys the live demos. We're gonna walk you guys step by step on how to set it up. There is currently two free, I believe it's two free, right? Two free VSTs from Voicemod, and also the soundboards are completely free. So
Yeah, it's going to be a really fun stream today. Thank you everyone for tuning in yet again. This is like stream number, I don't even know what
I
for
lost
us.
track.
Well,
7.
actually, for some of us. By the way, check it out. Burrito is looking completely new today.
Wow, I
This
know,
is the
right?
upgraded Jasmine model. That
That's crazy to say.
Uh,
I'm
well, quick intro though. I mean, we have had the same people kind of on the stream all the time, but for everyone who's tuning in now, and who are you? What do you do at Elgato?
Hi everyone, my name is Phil. I'm the technical marketing manager of Elgato. No, okay. Hi everyone, I'm Jasmine. I'm the senior community specialist of Elgato. You guys may have seen me before. Usually sometimes I'm on the live streams, but usually I'm doing the back end stuff now during these live streams. But yeah, welcome in. Happy to be on the stream. You're seeing me today and tomorrow. So I can't believe it's already, was it stream 7 now?
Mm-hmm.
That's actually
Yep.
kind of insane. We're gonna have a total of 8 streams. Tomorrow being our very last stream in the US. But let's actually bring up the schedule so you guys can see.
Let's take a look.
Let's take a quick look here. So today is the only stream from Elgato, which is gonna be our stream. We're gonna be giving a nice little spotlight to Voicemod, and we're also gonna have 2 great guests later on, probably very soon. And then tomorrow's live stream, we have 3 live streams, one in German, one in was it Portuguese, and then our Streamlink Plus XL and audio control live stream for the US. So if you guys want to see how you can control your audio with Streamlink Plus XL and any questions about Streamlink Plus XL, then tomorrow is your day. You don't want to miss out. We're gonna have a great last stream, and there's gonna be a big giveaway. So, and then for our very last stream, ending the live streams of the week, it's gonna be from Japan, our Japanese team.
Yep. They're going to be live at 6 p.m. In local time there and 9 a.m. Pacific. So if you want to tune into that, then you'll get to see our team over there. Of course, if you're in Germany, you can tune in tomorrow or essentially later today, and same for Portuguese as well. So. Oh, that is in UTC time. Okay. All right. Well, I see that now. Oh, these are all in UTC. Okay. All right. Well, it's it's been a long week. But yeah, we've got plenty of great streams still coming up. Today is all about Voicemod. We have some exciting news to share and of course to show you. And I mean, I think a large basis of this is Wavelink 3.0. So my question is, Jasmine, since you haven't been here, but like Wavelink 3.0 is free, right? Like everyone who's watching can just go download it and install it right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Wavelink 3.0 is out for Windows and Mac, completely free. You guys have been asking for this for a long time. We always see it throughout like the comments on like Twitter or Instagram, where you guys will be asking, hey, when is Wavelink going to be free? It's free now. So make sure you go download it right now. You don't need to own any Elgato mics for it to work, which is the big plus there for you guys.
In fact, we did a giveaway, I think it was 2 streams ago, and everyone in chat won. So everyone who's here was a winner of that giveaway, which is awesome. So Wavelink 3.0 is free, and we are going to talk a lot about that today as well, because of course the big news is that Voicemod is now directly integrated in Wavelink, which is really, really cool, and we'll show all of that. Of course, we've also last week announced our Wave Next products. Those are shipping at this point. So, you can check out the XLR Dock Mark II, Wave XLR Mark II, Wave 3 Mark II, and Stream Deck Plus XL, which is arriving. We're seeing everyone getting theirs, posting pictures. So if you did get a Mark II device or a Stream Deck Plus XL, make sure you post your pictures, you share your setup in Discord. I think we have a Flex Zone channel where you can post.
We love seeing your setup photos, guys. So please make sure to share your setups, especially if you have Elgato products. Like we want to see it. We
Hmm.
want to see it. So share that in our Discord server. Or like if you don't use Discord, tag us. Tag us on Twitter, tag us on Instagram, tag us on Blue Sky, tag us on, I believe we also have an account on Threads now too. So, just look for us. Tag us. We want to see it. We want to see your setup. And
Or on Reddit as well, if you
Reddit.
are there. And also, what we just recently posted is actually a Wavelink 3.0 mega thread there. So if you're using Wavelink and you're discovering something, it's just not working the way you want it to work, or it should work, or something just isn't, doing what it should be doing, you can also post in that mega thread. We're looking at all of your messages, seeing all of your feedback. So go ahead and just post in there. It's out now. Like we said, it's free, so we're getting a lot of feedback on it. Just want to make sure we have all of that covered. So there's actually a message
thank
in
you,
chat
Vito.
now with the link there. So again, if you have feedback on it, or if something isn't working the way that it should be, then go ahead and post that in there.
And I do want to mention
Yeah.
the giveaway actually.
Oh,
So
yes.
sometime throughout the stream, you guys know the deal. We're giving away 3 Stream Deck Mobile lifetime codes to 3 lucky winners. So good luck. Good luck. And this is open to anyone. If you have an Android or iOS device, then you guys are big chillin'. So
And we're going to show you also why it's really cool, and you have a powerful new capability when you use Stream Deck together with these voice mod effects, these voice changers and soundboards, because we added something really cool to the Stream Deck plugin for Wavelink that, again, it just makes it easier to use, and it makes it just a little bit more fun in the moment to moment. So with that being said, though, I also want to do a reminder on Wave XLR Pro. If you guys are interested in Wave XLR Pro, that one's not on sale yet. That one's coming is sometime in Q2. I can't give a more accurate date. If you are interested, though, in Wave XLR Pro, make sure to head to our site, and on there also you can go ahead and sign up for the early access email. Basically, 72 hours ahead of time, you'll get it while supplies last. You'll get an email with the code. You can use that to get Wave XLR Pro early. In fact, if it, depending on your region or warehouse, yada, 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 you might actually get it before it even goes for sale for like everyone else. So make sure you sign up at elgato.com on the Wave XLR Pro page there. And at this point, every other product I believe is shipping. Besides, I think it's Wave 3. That one is either like going out this week or will be going out soon. And everything else is shipping. And then, there's small regional differences there. But yeah, I
and
think.
then before we
Oh,
start our little video that we want to share with you guys, I do want to mention if you guys have any questions about Voicemod, VSTs, or the soundboards, then feel free to ask in the chat. I'll be queuing up those questions for you. Just make sure to use the format !Q and then your question there. That way it's a little bit easier for me to search. But with that being said, we have a very fun video of me, my first impressions of Voicemod VSTs, and I just want to make it clear, it's more funny because I didn't realize
it's like a candid look, right?
Okay, it was really funny because I didn't realize it was being recorded, and so when I heard it, I was like, oh my god, because I was being a little silly. I was being kind of really silly, right? Like you'll understand. There was no script. This was just my full first impression, us testing it, so we can show it to you guys live here.
And yeah, so we'll take a look at that. And when we come back, we'll have 2 fantastic guests on from Voicemod. We'll talk all about what we've been doing with them, what they're bringing, Wavelink, how to set it up, how to use it, all of that fun stuff. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
How deep does my voice sound to you, Chris?
That's too deep.
Okay.
Demon.
How evil do I sound, Chris?
That's raw.
Oh, this is gonna be fun for chat tomorrow.
Megaphone! Is this loud?
Mr. Meowington!
What does the enchantment do? I don't hear that. Oh, I see an enchant. Ooh, okay.
Intercom has been turned on. Is this intercom working? For the Emperor.
Now we're gonna
Put this on radio. Does it sound like I'm coming from radio? Ooh. Okay, and then we can do the pitch. It's like going lower, going higher. Alright, that's pretty good.
What about myself? What does myself mean? Is this?
Sounds like Jasmine with a helmet on.
Oh, okay.
What about rated 3? Wow. Oh my guys.
Rated 4.
Have they done a hot?
Moment under radio, and an actual reverb.
Trailer guy.
Hello, coming in from a trailer. Welcome to my very first trailer. I'm assuming it seems like a YouTube trailer, not like you're inside the trailer, inside like, you know, a trailer driving car vehicle thing. How's that sound? Turning the hoops down in a world where aliens live.
I'm gonna put it back here. I'm a robot. I'm warping.
This is a cute Voicemod FX and my kawaii desu. Hello, I'm a Sean. This is Jasmine desu. Kawaii desu ka? Wait, I'm gonna take chicken. Oh.
Oh wow, you know, I'm suddenly filled, guys. Hello, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. We have two special guests with us today, and it is Manu and Jonas. If you guys want to go ahead and introduce yourselves to the chat.
Yeah, sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Manu, creative audio director at Voicemod, where I help turn voice into technology for audio experiences that creators and gamers can actually use for expressive, fun, and immersive ways. And yeah, for this collaboration with Elgato, I work on the creative direction of the VSTs that we are going to present today, helping to define the voice concepts, the sound, and the kind of contours that you will see in the user interface. So yeah, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you.
And I'm Jonas. Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to meet you all online. I'm our partner success manager at Voicemod, and I basically work here as part of our business development team, taking care of it. Everything we do with our partners turns out to be something really cool, really exciting for the community and for everyone involved.
Awesome. Okay. Also, hi. Sorry, I was you know, Jonas is an Android. I'm switching between Jasmine and myself. We're all, you know, that's like Voicemod 10.0 right there. It's actually changing who you are in person. But dang, that is a cool effect. I don't know, where'd you guys start off? I just had to run and then come back. Just the introductions. All right. So yeah, we're here to talk about all of these really cool effects, and maybe either, I don't know, Manu or Jonas. So you guys introduce yourselves, but what are we, you know, what are you guys doing today? What did Voicemod announce?
Well, we've got a couple of things to announce today. Apart from our soundboards and the new VSTs, we also are now directly integrated with these VSTs into Wavelink 3.0. So today we're here to showcase a little bit of what that looks like and what we got to showcase.
Yeah, I think that's you know, using Voicemod has always been really cool, and integrating that even closer into the audio workflow is something that we were, you know, working closely with your team on. Oh, hey Jasmine, welcome
So,
back.
just want to ask, because for people who don't know what Voicemod is, what is Voicemod?
So Voicemod is a real-time AI voice changer and soundboard for PC, Mac, and now also consoles, built for gamers, streamers, and online creators. It lets you instantly transform your voice with hundreds of voice filters, add sound effects and memes, or just clean up your voice with sound to sound more professional and more entertaining at the same time. You can think of it as a creative audio layer that sits between your microphone and the internet. So wherever your microphone goes, be that Discord, OBS, Twitch, games, or Wavelink, Voicemod can go too. So we're all about helping people express themselves online, wherever that may be. That's how our ethos of supercharging your voice was born. Audio identity and expression at the core of what we do, giving creators a signature, customizable sound and a set of reactions and a toolkit that feels uniquely theirs.
I have to ask, how often have you said that? Because that felt like you were basically playing a pre-recorded video. I mean, that was spot on. That was so perfect.
I've practiced it a few times. I can't lie. Like we've been through this a few rounds.
Super cool. Okay. When did, as a little bit of background, I mean, how long has Voicemod been around? And was was what you're doing today with voice changers always what you had been doing, or is that kind of shifted?
I think as Manu is probably a little bit better geared to answer this as I am, since I've only joined Voicemod in September last year. But we've been around for a variety of years. I think the company was started in 2009, if I'm not entirely mistaken, and it's been going through changes since then. I think Voicemod, as we see it now and as it exists now, should be a thing since about 2020. And since then, we've been really building on it and expanding and always trying to give people that level of control over their audio that really makes them feel special. You know, you have skins in video games. You dress your character in different ways, but audio was always missing. So we've developed it into that direction where audio really complements everything you do online, whether that's gaming or social hangouts.
Yeah, that's actually perfect because with our Wave Next launch with these new Mark II products, we have the onboard DSP, which is of course all about getting broadcast ready sound into your computer, and then once it's in your computer, now Voicemod can come along and give you those creative effects and give you that that special something that people are going to come to your content for. So without further ado, we should take a look at this stuff, I think, right? We got a little preview there from you, Jonas, on one of those effects. And so what are, we're launching this thing, you guys are putting this on Marketplace called VSTs. Could you give us a little insight, what are VSTs for someone who might not be familiar?
Yeah, sure. VSTs are basically plugins. So they are standard audio plugins, like small pieces of software that you load inside a host like Elgato Wavelink to shape and process your microphone signal in real time. So when we talk about Voicemod VSTs, we mean our voice-changing plugins that sit right on your Wavelink mic channel and give you Voicemod's creative processing as part of your normal signal chain. So that's especially powerful if you like to fine-tune your sound. Instead of being locked into a single preset, you can dial in exactly how much character or color you want in your voice and save that as part of your Wavelink scene and recall it every time you go live. And because these VSTs live inside Wavelink, they talk natively to your Elgato hardware. Your Voicemod-powered voice just behaves like another pro audio tool in your studio.
Super cool. And then the abbreviation VST is virtual studio technology. That's kind of, and in fact, Manu, he has all this. I got to ask, by the way, is that real hardware behind you? Like, are those all real synths and mixers and everything going on there?
Yeah, exactly. These are my toys. Yes, not only to work, but also for the hobbies during the weekend. Yeah,
that's super cool. That is, for everyone watching, essentially what VST is doing. So you have these hardware. The idea was back in the 80s and 90s, you obviously the rise of computers, you had hardware, and hardware is obviously still used today, but now you can use similar effects that sound really, really good in your software, and that's what VSTs do, virtual studio technology. Manu, can you take us through, at this point, what are the different VSTs that you guys now have on Marketplace, and what kind of fun effects can everyone look forward to?
yeah, sure. So basically, the main idea here is that we have created this collection of voice filters for Wavelink, and they are not just like the common audio effects that we all know, like reverse, distortion, EQs. In fact, what they are characters, some creatures, or maybe some objects you will see later. But we wanted them to feel like usable vocal filters, vocal identities built for specific content creators, streamers, gamers. And so every plugin sits somewhere between utility and some kind of use case, fantasy, mood. Some are more about communication style, clarity, like the ones that I'm going to show you, like tactical mic, for example, or megaphone, you will see it. And others are more like about character role play, entertainment, memes, or just for immersion in your games. So there is a philosophy behind these VSTs. We have curated this list of 12 plugins where we put some user interface, and this is key because we have like two different kind of users, and I guess you have the same in Wavelink, like the users that demand a lot of flexibility tools and knobs, sliders, buttons just to customize the experience. But there are also the other half of the users, they just want to plug and play and just go fast, go live, and react super fast. So we are offering some kind of challenger user interface that we put some expressive and easy to understand controls, and yes, for the sake of the narrative and not the technical stuff. So let me share. I'm going to move to my big screen right now and starting showing just all the presets. I will make a walkthrough for all of them and spend some time on the most interesting ones, at least because they have more buttons to touch. So starting with an anime filter that is Akari.
Hello. Yes, this is Akari. Akari voice is an anime girl. So you can tweak the pitch if you want with the pad. Hello, 1, 2, 3. That's done. Yeah, just for the sake of optimization. Also, you can add some devices here with these buttons. So let's put a telephone. I want to make a call and just pranking my friends. So telephone is nice. Also, I can use a megaphone. Attention. Let's go to the Elgato marketplace. Or I can be a robot, Akari. So this way, I can control some kind of use cases, but also we have added here some space, like streaming room. Let's remove the background music. Hello, this is my room, Akari's room. But also, we can have the school hall, or even a temple. Yeah. So
That is really, really fun. And the music is part of the VST and part of the
Exactly.
voice changer.
Yeah, all the VSTs have like common controls, common pads and knobs, and some of them have music. So we have the possibility to deactivate, also to tweak the volume. Probably this is the only technical control that we have in these plugins. Could be narrative one. Let me continue with the next one that is going to be something super. This is like the common high pitch chipmunk effect. Is cute.
Hello, this is cute. Yeah, it's just me with a high pitch. And this is one of the most easiest plugins that we have deployed. So you can pitch it up. Hello, 1, 2, 3. This is Manu. Banana. Yeah. And also I can pitch down. Yeah, it works. And also we have this path like this echo and reverb. Hello, la banana. Patati patatu. Yeah, sorry.
Those are all super fun. Before we go through the rest of them, because I think you guys have what, like 12 or 13 of them at this point. We actually had a question in the chat, which is kind of the part of the story here, which is that you are running these directly in Wavelink, right? These are running directly inside of Wavelink as a VST effect, and so I want to actually show what that looks like, and so that everyone here kind of has an idea. Oh, perfect, Manu, you've got it all pulled up. You're all ready. But yeah, maybe you can show kind of how this works. You know, when you have all of these audio effects, all of these voice changers. What does that look like with them launched now as VSTs?
Okay, so right now I'm using a lot of Elgato stuff here. And thanks to the Stream Deck connection, I can connect Wavelink with the plugins, with OBS and everything, just to show you what I'm showing in the screen. So as you can see, I have like a not too complex streaming session here where I can monitor myself. I can just put some volume for the voices that I test. And also I have the streaming channel. But when you go to the marketplace and download some of our plugins, then you will find them here installed. So you will have to choose the add effect and then go to voice mode. Not sure if you are seeing this. Oh, it's not showing the screen, but I'm just adding an effect, going to voice mode, and then I have a list. So right now I have every Voicemod VST here deployed. They are all deactivated. So I can just activate, hello, this is cute. Hello. Yeah, and then I can go just further. I have some scenes ready with the plugins. And the fact that you have these plugins connected in Wavelink, and you also can connect Stream Deck, then you can make some synergies that are magical. So you can have everything ready. You press a button, and then you go directly to that activation, that plugin, and yeah.
Very cool.
So
Yep, I think I want to demo that as well on the setup that we have here, just to show again just how simple that is. So you might be, if you are watching and you've used Voicemod before, you might be familiar with the Voicemod app, which you install. And essentially what we're doing here is we're just simplifying the setup. So before it was you take your microphone, you bring that into the Voicemod app, and then from Voicemod you get a virtual microphone that goes out to something like Wavelink. Now these simply run inside of Wavelink. So Manu showed you there how it looks on his system, and here also I've just got a very simple setup. It's just a microphone going in. In fact, this is one of the ways that you could use this if you're not doing any audio routing. And I can simply go in and now just add voice changers onto, in this case, the Wave 3 Mark II here. I've got a bunch of them installed already, and we can also take a look at how that works. The install process is super easy thanks to that marketplace integration, but you don't need to. And I think that's probably one of the primary questions we're going to get. And so we'll probably answer it a couple times, I think, throughout the stream. But yeah, you don't need the Voicemod app running anymore because it's essentially now right inside of Wavelink, which is super cool. So you get lower delay. The processing happens right within Wavelink. And essentially, if you have a Wave Next device, not only is the delay overall lower, but you also have now, thanks to VST insert, you can actually do monitoring in near real time. So you can actually listen to the effect in your headphones, and you're not going to trip over your own voice. So this is the really cool thing about having Voicemod voice changers available as these VST audio effects on Elgato Marketplace, is that they can be installed and used right inside of Wavelink with no additional routing or mixing needed there, which is super cool. But all right, let's go through the rest of them because we have quite a few to go through, right?
Before we go through, we do have some really good questions that
Oh yeah, we can
go
also
over
do a
first.
question break for sure.
Yeah, so our first question, just so in case they were here, for Blue Star Mako, we just answered this, as well as for Angel. That is correct. The separate Voicemod app is not needed because this is built into, you can use it directly in Wavelink, as Phil just showed. And then we do have another question from Ash, who is asking, I have a lifetime Voicemod subscription. Do I have to purchase each VST separately?
So the VSTs are a separate product, right? Like they are a special pro grade offering for everyone that wants more out of their voice changing. The lifetime subscription is for Voicemod, our desktop app, right? Like you have, with a lifetime subscription, you have access to our entire wall of voices that currently has over 240 different voices, both AI and non-AI. We have a UGC community to which you have access with hundreds of thousands of different voices and sounds. And of course, we have unlimited soundboards and all the different sounds that you could possibly want to record and ever use on your friends or random people on the internet that you want to troll while gaming. And on top of that, we also have a Voice Lab that you can access through your Pro subscription. Voice Lab lets you build your very own custom voices that really fit whatever you want to do, be that for a role-playing live stream where you want to make a special character that just sounds a bit different, or maybe you want to have a customized soldier for your shooter games sessions. All of these things are possible with Voicemod, whereas the VSTs are more specialized on a singular voice. So, for example,
if I want to be the evil AI that says the cake is a lie and so is your sense of security,
then I can do that with our standard Voicemod app. Or I can do that with the evil AI VST that allows me to just tune it a little bit more, a little bit finer compared to what the desktop app allows. But either way, those are two separate products that still offer you very different things depending on what you want to do and what your use case is.
Awesome. All right.
Awesome, thank you. And then we've been having a few questions about whether or not these VSTs are also available on Mac.
Don't believe they're on Mac today, but that is being worked on, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
From our side, we are working on the Mac versions, but yeah, they are going to be there as soon as possible.
Yeah. So yeah, today, if you go on Marketplace, and again, we'll show this in just a little bit here, you'll see them available on Windows, and then the team is working on getting those out as AU or audio units on Mac so that you can use them there as well.
Awesome. And then next question is from Jake, who's wondering if you're able to use more than one Voicemod VST at the same time in real time.
You could,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, and I want to show you later. I have some combos here. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll take a look at those after we get some more, after we get through some more questions. Boy, I can't talk anymore.
No, you're good,
Through
Phil.
some more questions.
I think that was most of the common questions that we have just answered here. So that being said, I think Phil, if you go ahead and do the walkthrough to show everyone in chat how you're able to find these Voicebot VSTs and how you can download them and set them up directly in Wavelink.
Yeah, so Manu already showed 2 of the effects, and there's obviously plenty more. Some of them are going to be free, some of them are paid, and the way that these work in Wavelink is incredibly simple. So when you're inside of Wavelink, you can go ahead and open up and this is of course Wavelink 3.0 that we're talking about here. There's the Marketplace button at the bottom left here, and you can go ahead and click on that. You'll sign in with your Elgato Marketplace account. And from there, you can go ahead and, just click on audio effects here. And you'll see a big list of effects. If you want to see the ones from Voicemod right away, I would suggest sort by recent because these are the ones that were just uploaded, just added. And then you can go ahead and find the one that you want. In fact, there's currently a deal running since these have just launched for 33% off. I'm going to go ahead and just start with this free one here, this VX Pilot. And you could literally just click on Get. In my case, I've already done that. So now I just click on Open in Wavelink. And you'll see here in the background, it is now downloading. I just do need to click that for a second. It'll go ahead, bring up the installer, go through and install it here. Super fast, super easy. And then, it looks like I might have already had it installed. Okay, that would be why. So I'm just going to go ahead and reopen Wavelink here. It'll load up. There we go. And then what'll happen is Wavelink will now have the VX pilot, or the effect that you installed, downloaded, and you can just go ahead and add it. So I'll go here to Voicemod, and then, or maybe I need to do that again. But essentially, you'll just see it in here in your big list of effects. And then you can go ahead and add it to your microphone. So it's a very simple process. You just head over to Marketplace, find the effect that you want, click on install, and you're pretty much good to go. You'll just go over then to your microphone, add it there. Or something to keep in mind as well, it's not just your microphone. In fact, if I wanted Manu and Jonas to sound like, like cute, for example, I could even go ahead and, let's say we were chatting on Discord. I could even add, Discord as an input into Wavelink here, add it to, my different outputs, and then go ahead and add those same effects to that channel, which is pretty fun. So it could be that you're chatting with friends and you want them to sound all funny. If you are taking a work meeting and it needs to be a little bit more lighthearted, it's pretty funny when you've got, say, your manager talking to you, but they sound either like an evil robot or, you know, a fire-breathing dragon or an epic trailer guy, which, by the way, that's my favorite effect of all of these. I can't wait to show that one. But yeah, you can go ahead and add it to any of the input channels that you have in Wavelink, which not only our microphone, could be a virtual one like Discord. It could even be a third-party device. So for example, if you have a non-Elgato microphone, you can also add it there. So in this case here, I've got a Blue Yeti connected. You even go in here and add these effects on there. Of course, you won't get some of those benefits of your Mark II device like VST insert. But again, you can add it just directly inside of Wavelink. So it's super, super easy to do. And I'm sure we'll show this again. But for now, let's take a look at some of the other audio effects that we have. Manu, I believe you've got them all set up at this point. So why don't we just run through them all and take a look at all these effects that you guys have now on Marketplace?
Sure. Okay, so let's continue with more plugins. We said we have 12 plugins. So let me show you if you want, for example, a deeper voice just for your content creation, just to make a call to action or just role playing. Let me show you the deep voice.
Hello, this is Deep Voice. Yes, just lowering my tone. It's like more muscular, more masculine, I said. I don't know. You will tell me.
But I can even lower the pitch even more. Hello, 1, 2.
Too much.
In my case, this is working for me.
Yeah, and also the path that is so funny. You can add some echo and reverb just for magical narrative. Hello. Once upon a time, there was a team just showcasing with Elgato some VSTs. Yeah.
So this is basically the chat voice changer. If you want to tell your chat, hey, you guys, everyone follow me, or, you know, watch this video, or in this case, hey, everyone go to, you know, everyone should download Wavelink 3.0, and you can tell them in a very fun way.
Yeah, so.
Okay, and this is, yes, Evil AI. If you want to sound like robotic, the perfect use case for roleplay and sci-fi content and some dramatic streaming moments, this is the iconic voice from the robot, and yeah, it sounds like synthetic. Let me show you the controls, because there are a lot of things to do that here. So I can remove the roboticness if I want, or just add more robot effect. Hello, yes, that's in the cake is alive. Or just like this. I can pitch up, hello, 1, 2, 3.
Or pitch down, hello, 1,
2, 3. And also I can add some intercom, hello, 1, 2, 3. Or reverb, hello, 1, 2, 3. Or maybe you want to combine both to create this spaceship atmosphere. So hello, 1, 2, 3. Testing, attention, all the ships to Valencia going at 1 o'clock. Yeah, so the cake is alive, as we said. You can also remove the background here. We didn't talk about this, but in this case, we are not using music. We use ambience to put you in the mood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, we can hear that.
You can feel it. It's a big spaceship. Yeah. So let's continue with the Fire Dragon.
Hello. Okay. This is the dragon. Yeah. Hello, 1. Okay. This is like the clear dragon with a high pitch and more intelligible, but you can go more creative if you want, just lowering the pitch and playing a bit with the pad. So, hello, 1, 2, 3, come closer.
Oh wow, that is very scary.
Yeah. Also, we can play with the reverberation, the dungeon, So, hello, 1, 2, 3, or even super dry. So you can customize the dragon as you want. And let me show you something that is included in all the VSTs is the voice card. And this is
so what are
the
these?
dragon. Whoa, this is like something that we are building just for the VSTs. This is, you are not going to see in other ecosystem from Voicemod. And these are collective cards that you have here. And it's an amazing work from our design team. So yeah, you have some lore here.
Super cool. I'm actually in an active Dungeons and Dragons game. Well, inactive somewhat. On hiatus, I guess you could say, right? And our Dungeon Master is actually also the producer of this live stream. So, Chris, the next time we play and we have a dragon that we're fighting, I think you'll need to use that voice effect. Yep, we'll need to have that one.
Yeah, it's nice. You can use it for RPG, roleplay, but also for pranking your audience, just chatting in a game, or if you want just to create some content creation based on creators. And it's so flexible in terms of customization.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's continue with the next one. This is, this is something that is super useful for call to actions. Could be nice for content creation and also for gaming. Is the megaphone.
Hello, 1, 2, 3. So simple. We have this strength control, hello, to make it more distorted or less distorted. And also you have some echo and reverb. Hello, attention, 1, 2, 3. You have to buy these VSTs, but 2 are for free. Yeah, and yeah, you have different controls more here, like the pitch, and also some voices. Hello, this is a male voice. This is Bravo. And this is Tango. Hello, 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
That's remarkably good. Wow.
Yeah, this is, I like very much this one because it's so easy, few controls, and that's all for call to actions. But let me go with one of the most funniest one. This is just pure meme, and I love it. And I think someone from your set said too much times just before this. Is the Mr. Meowington voice. It's like, this is for cat lovers, and probably you are not going to hear me talking for the beginning because you will see this is crazy.
Oh, Manu, that's a great point. I totally agree with what you just said. I totally understand cat. Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, no. No, you can't hear me. Yeah. No, you don't talk. Yeah. I can be a talking cat. Yeah. So you can use the command to talk. And we have 2 modes, Angry Cat and Sweet Cat.
Hello, this is the Angry Cat. Yeah, I hate everything.
No, I love. And then you can use this. Wow! Yeah.
That's really fun. And I think I saw just a quick question in the chat there. Maybe we can knock that out right away. The music, you can also turn that off, right? So if you do just want the voice as well and not the music, I think at the bottom left, I saw a button to turn that off.
Yeah, sure. You can always turn off the music. By default, is always on because we want you just to put in the mood from the beginning. But we understand that it depends on the use case. If the music is colliding with another music that you are playing, for sure you can turn it off. Yeah.
All right. I think at this point, we're just going to, at Elgato, I mean, we are called Elgato. What do you say, Jasmine? We just stream like that from now on? I think chat will understand it.
Chat, will you understand it? Yes or no in chat?
I think we know the answer is, of course, yes. Everyone can understand that. That's really fun. But we have even more, right? It keeps going.
Yeah, sure. Let me show you one of my favorites one. This is Space Captain. It's this one.
Hello. Yeah. So this is like a space marine voice where you have this helmet with this armor, and yeah, we have some controls here just to tweak it. Maybe I want a lower pitch. Hello. Yes, more commanding. For the glory, for the emperor. Yeah, this kind of voice. And also, we have some controls. Hello. 1, 2, 3. Just them. Yeah.
Any
Total damage
Warhammer 40k
here.
fans in the chat? Chris behind the scenes here. He loves it. Very cool.
Yeah, this is nice. Also, some intercom, yes, for another narrative. So, yeah, let's put it off. The flesh is weak, brother. For the emperor.
Oh my god. Oh, that's good. I also love the little touches you guys have where when you turn on that, what is that radio effect, that it actually does that little like beep sound, like the doo-doo, to sound like you're actually calling, like you're picking up a radio or something like that. That's really cool. Love those little touches.
Yeah, for this release, we have added some narrative sounds for these buttons, and we will be adding more because we understand this is an audio experience that needs to feel every button, everything is an amazing thing. Yeah, let me show you the next voice, that this special one, because it can be used just only for content creation and streaming, for the people who probably doesn't want to change their voice too much. They just want to improve their microphone. So this is the tactical mic. Hello. Hello, 1, 2, 3, tactical mic. Hello, can you hear me?
That sounds great. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have different effects. So let me show you the 3 buttons here, just more immersion or more reactive ones. And also you can turn down the pitch,
Activate on radio.
But at the end, if you reset and go to default, this is like a boost 4K microphone. Yeah.
That is so this one you could probably use for what, if you need to call in sick, or basically if your signal's breaking up, like, hey guys, I'm breaking up, and then it, you can hang up and get out of that meeting or something like that, then I'll use this one.
Nice. Okay, there are 3 more to show you, and let me start with the tactical rider. This is also one of my top 3 because it covers a lot when I play some games that maybe you connect the dots here, and this is the tactical rider.
Hello. Yeah, in this case, I'm just using AI just to change my timbre. If I want to show you my real voice,
is here, so I can be myself, or I can go with different voices, like
the rider 1,
rider 2. Hello, this is a female, young female. Then we have another rider.
And here, another one. So
I will keep this one. I can lower the pitch. Hello, 1, 2, 3. This is like an age shifter. You can be older or younger just because of this pitch control. And also interesting feature here is that you can put your helmet on or off. Hello, no helmet at all. Or I want this helmet. And also you can activate radio.
Hello, 1, 2, 3. Or just combine helmet and radio. Hello, 1, 2, 3.
So yeah, also some pads here to play just for fun.
That's awesome. And then this is probably my favorite one.
Okay. And this one, this is the trailer guy. This is another top 3 voices. And yeah, this is something that, let me remove the background. This is something that we understand even these years, that the audience wants to sound deep. They love deep, raw male voices. And this is what we deliver. So you can boost the voice. Hello, 1, 2, 3, or make it weak and high pitched. Hello, 1, 2, 3. This is Manu. Or yes, this is Manu. Yeah. Also, you can add some reverb. Hello. In a world where everything is important for Elgato and Voicemod. Yeah. Okay, let's go with the last one.
Here we have VX Pilot. This is just ready for the combat. It's like sci-fi Gundam style anime flavor. Let me remove the background. And this is so special because it matches this robotic style, but with this kind of keeping yourself. This is still you, no AI, and you can pitch.
Hello, 1, 2, 3. You can tweak the Robotiefer effect and also activate intercom. Hello, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and take a look on the voice card.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in my ship right now, just waiting to, like, all right, guys, everyone gear up, form up, let's go. That's also really fun. Definitely a favorite, though, is going to be that trailer voice. In fact, I think I have it set up here as well. So if I am just talking normally like this, that's just my normal voice. But if I want to sound a little bit more epic, of course, I can just change my voice. Now I sound like this.
But coming soon, Elgato and Voicemod are bringing you epic sound effects this summer.
So that's another way that it can be used. It's pretty good. You can make everything epic. It's probably my favorite one. I think also Jasmine had that awesome clip yesterday during testing of like turn down the boost. I mean, it's so good. So then, all right, question for chat. Of all of the effects that were shown, which one is your favorite? I don't know if we can get a poll up. There's actually too many options at this point, probably. And maybe Jonas or Manu, which one is your favorite effect?
Personally, for me, it's a Space Captain. I'm a massive Warhammer fan, play a ton of the games, read all of the books, so I have to go with Space Captain. And the Blood Angels, anytime you get a choice, Very important.
I think you and Chris need to have a chat then. Okay, and Manu?
Well, for me, maybe Trailer Guy. Trailer Guy is amazing, and Space Captain, but Trailer Guy, yeah.
Yeah. And let's see in chat, Trailer Guy, Dragon, Helium will be your favorite, Trailer, the Dragon, but more for the art. I mean, the art is really cool, yeah. And also I love the little like fire effects that you hear as well coming through there.
So real quick, I
Yeah.
did see earlier, so I want to hear how my voice sounds with Mr. Meowington.
Do we want to do your voice with?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can try it for everyone who's curious about how these VSTs affect someone with a high pitched voice.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that as well. So here, if I switch over, Right. Well, they couldn't hear what we said anyways. So, well, actually, chat, you could probably understand that, of course, right? Okay, so what about Jasmine as epic trailer voice? Jasmine, give us your best, like, I don't know, what talk about Wave next, something like that.
Give me like something. Just give me a line.
All right, chat, give us a prompt here.
give me a prompt, guys.
Something to riff off of. We'll have to wait a second for chat to have an idea
It says
here.
Jazz Echo.
Let's see.
Turn on the power up for the cat voice.
Ordering at the drive-thru. Okay, there we go. Okay, your drive-through order.
My in and out order.
There we go. Do your
Okay,
in and
okay.
out order.
I'm
Like
ready,
imagine
ready.
you're walking up and you just want your in and out
I got
order.
you, I got you.
All right, and go.
I think a double cheeseburger, protein salad, canned half, with grilled onions and cheese fries well done, and a larger for floaties.
That was pretty good. You'll definitely hear that at you know, the in and out person's gonna be like, dang, okay. Like, you know what? In fact, that's probably free. Just because it sounds so good.
Oh my god.
Super cool. So yeah, it works across all of these effects work across a range of voices, right? Like you don't need to sound a specific way or do a specific thing, right?
Well, it depends. There are some of the VSTs that are using AI technology in some way that everyone will sound the same, independently of their voice type, age, or timbre. And other voices that, for example, Space Captain, because they use your real voice, they are going to sound different. So it's not the same as a young voice that an older voice. So, but yeah, all the AI voices stick to the character always. So Trial Guy is a safe way to sound always like this guy. Yeah.
Got it. So I think we've had some more questions come in while you were demonstrating all of these. So we can take a couple more here, and then we'll talk about also again just how to set these up, and then also how we can just quickly enable these because Stream Deck makes that super easy. So let's take some questions at this point.
All right, so we have a question from Matt. Does it work on? I just lost it. Does it work on non-Mark II mics like the Wave 3?
It does, yeah. It works with any mic or, in fact, any audio input into Wavelink 3.0. So you can just go ahead and add you can use your Wave 3, you can use your Wave 3 Mark II, you could use it on a channel that you've added into Wavelink, you could use it on a non-Elgato mic, it's completely up to you.
And then next step would be from Under's code. When used with Wave FX device, is the voice effect also treated as VST insert?
It is. And so that's the really cool thing here is that since these are VST and on the Mac side AU effects, when those come out, these will take advantage of the VST insert technology in our Mark II devices. So that means the latency of basically the once the audio is processed going into your headphones is much lower. In fact, you can use it in real time. So I can put on my headphones here. I don't have them on right now, but I could put on headphones, press and hold a key, and then just hear them in my headphones. And of course, those go out to the stream or your recording or your meeting or wherever you're using these effects.
And then by Ehud Power, will these work with the Stream Deck Effect audio effect button?
Yep. In fact, I think Manu, is that how you're using them, or did you have a multi-action setup for these?
I'm using multi-action. Yeah.
Okay.
And I wanted to have multi-action inside multi-action inside multi-action because I have this complexity. But yeah, it's a great tool.
Yeah, so we'll show that maybe right after this. We added a new feature to the Stream Deck plugin where you can now, instead of having to toggle an effect on and off, so basically push it, the effect is on, push it again, the effect is off, we added push and hold. So if you're familiar with like Discord and you press and hold and then you release, to stop talking, it's basically that, but for effects. So it makes it really easy to, just call up an effect at any time. In fact, if I So that's how fast you can do that.
Yeah, that's really great for the use cases of reaction super fast. So you don't have to stick to a character for a long time. It's just to say one thing, press the button, and that's all. That's the joke for that moment. Yeah.
All right.
And then next question is from Bytes. Are the sound effects only for certain hardware, or is it available to anyone with software?
Oh, these are VST effects that run not only in Wavelink. I mean, in fact, you could use them in other apps as well. But what we're talking about today is running them inside of Wavelink, and yeah, so those will work in. I mean, at that point, any hardware that you add into Wavelink. In fact, you could even add it onto a capture card if you wanted to, or a third-party mic, again, like a non-Elgato microphone, could be a headset mic, really whatever you're using.
And then next question is from Ibumi. How do VSTs differ in quality and performance compared to the Voicemod app?
Okay, I will pick this one. In essence, they are using the same audio engine, so there is no difference in audio quality. Well, there are some difference technically regarding the buffer size, sample rate, but we are talking in the same tech specs, the same threshold, I will say. So anyone, and nobody can detect the difference digitally, but there is some difference on the latency. Right now, as we are using Wavelink for this demo, is super fast. The latency of all the voices depends on also your audio system, the VST host, in this case Wavelink, but they are so fast here that if I can say right now, is like hear myself experience. Right now I'm hearing myself, and this is something that is amazing. Yeah, but no difference at all at the audio quality. And regarding the user interface, obviously yes, because the VSTs that we are offering has like these beautiful interfaces, but also they have some controls that they are not including V3 in that voices, no, because that voices comes from the Voicemod universe voices. And they have these special features like the pads. Now we know pads are really nice. Probably we are going to start introducing also in Voicemod, but VSTs is like the best place to play right now. And another difference that we can just have here, and this is important one, is the layering. In the VSTs, you say that later before that now you can layer the voices, and I can make a demo of this. So, because in Voicemod you can select the voices, but in Wavelink, because you have the different VSTs like little modules, now you can reorder them, activate two VSTs together, or probably if you can go crazy and just add like 5 cute VSTs at the same time, and then you will be ultra cute. I don't know. So there is something that is different, and it's the flexibility, the way the VSTs are offering.
All right. Do we have any more questions?
Let me see.
Keep them coming, chat.
Yeah, no, chat has a lot of questions. So Vic's question is, can the app still work with Wavelink 3.0? I'm assuming she's talking about Voicemod app.
Sure. If you want to go that route, absolutely. Yeah, you would just add essentially the Voicemod mic, coming from the app into Wavelink as your input there. If you then want the benefits of the Wavelink routing and mixing.
And then we've been having, I know you answered this earlier, but we've been having a lot more questions about the Voicemod Pro subscription or lifetime subscription. So let's see. By Wrath, what if we already have Voicemod Pro subscription? Do we still have to buy audio effects ones which are paid?
So it's not a have to buy, right? Like it's about like I said earlier, the VSTs are for people that want more from their audio, that want to take it to a professional level. So this is a selection of VSTs that are all based on iconic Voicemod voices that are already fully available to any pro user on our app. So really we're taking something that already exists and we're bringing it to the next level to try and make it even more special for really, like I said, those that want to get more out of it. Like this is really an offering for everyone that wants to create something special. Like let's take a creator for their stream. They don't want to use a standard out-of-the-box voice. They don't want to make their own with VoiceLab. They want to get something that feels custom, but yet still into a special direction, right? Like we've had this earlier when Manu talked about the FX pilot. There we very much have a sort of sci-fi space area. We have the same with the evil AI, but maybe you don't want to sound just like the pilot or the evil AI. Maybe you want to take it just a tiny bit further and tweak it. And that's just something that within Voicemod itself we're not yet offering. But the VSTs do that. So like I said, it's two different products, and we all base the VSTs on the iconic voices already available to all of the pro users out there.
Thank you. And then I did see a question about how to set up Stream Deck to trigger the VST on and off. So for setting up Stream Deck and the VSTs, we can show that later throughout the segment.
Yeah.
So that'll be later on, but don't worry, we will be showing that during this live stream. Let's see. I think we are. Oh, there's one more question about from Carl.
What's up,
That
Carl?
says many of us are DAW users. How does this integrate with like Reaper or Studio Run, etc.?
So if you're using a yeah, like a DAW, Reaper, Studio. In fact, you could even, I mean, you could use these in, I guess, DaVinci Resolve or, you know, any other place that supports VST audio effects, right? It would be a little bit, in terms of the setup, it would be a little bit different because you can still get them on Elgato Marketplace. You would just have to download them there manually. So of course, in Wavelink, it's integrated. You just install them through there. If you, let's say you aren't using Wavelink, then you can just go ahead and download them and, you know, install it. And the next time you launch one of those applications, since VST3, at least those install in all the same location, then it'll go ahead and find those. You might need to scan. I'm not sure. I know some apps, you know, work a little bit differently. I think DaVinci Resolve, you might need to actually say like, hey, look here for VSTs. But yeah, you can use these across any application.
Awesome. And then question from Archie. So looks like they're saying that they found using Voicemod and Wavelink together causes latency when speaking, and they're hoping that purchasing the VSTs will solve that issue.
Yeah, that's precisely part of this, right? So now the VST is running inside of Wavelink. So you're already getting that reduced latency because it's running in there, and then you get even more benefits if you have a Mark II Elgato Wave device like a Wave XLR Mark II or a Wave 3 Mark II. But yeah, the latency will be even lower there. Yeah.
Sweet. And
Cool.
then one last question before we move on to the next topic. This is from Thanos. Do you have any ETA that you guys can share for the Mac OS VST version?
Manu?
Not yet.
Not yet?
No,
Okay.
no, I'm not the guy for this, but I guess it's going to come, I don't know, in the next month or weeks. Can't say.
Yep.
So coming soon, sometime, no ETA, basically.
Coming soon. It's
Yeah,
ready.
coming
It's almost
soon.
ready. We are just about some security points. But yeah.
The team
Perfect.
is working hard on it.
All right, with that being said, let's go ahead and move on to the next topic, which is going to be soundboards. So, what are soundboards?
I think before that, I do want to show the installation process one more time,
Oh, yeah, let's
and
do it.
also how you can do the Stream Deck press and hold before we move on to soundboards. So let's see here. I'm just gonna bring up. We have a Stream Deck Plus XL here, which is actually perfect for this because you, of course, have so many keys, so many dials now. So the way this would work is, you know, when you set up your effect in Wavelink, again, we've got Wavelink here. You know, you've got Wavelink 3. You can select your mic. You can select a different input channel. It doesn't matter. You go in here into the effects tab, and then you can add your different audio effects that you have on here. You know, so if I want to add, I've actually already got Trailer Guy. I've got Meowington. I can also go ahead and we'll add, I don't know, we'll add Megaphone on there. Okay, so Megaphone is on, and then the UI loads up, and you can, of course, listen to it right away. The effect activates, go through and configure it how you want to. I'm going to turn it off, though, because I don't always want it on, right? I want it on at a specific time. So the next step is then going into Stream Deck and setting it up there. So I've got a Stream Deck Plus XL here. I actually don't have much configured on it just for the sake of this demo. And what you can do is you can take this channel audio effect here. Let's see if I can zoom in there. Yep, there we go. So you can take this channel audio effect and basically drag that action onto any of the available keys that you have. So we'll zoom out there and I'll move that onto a key. The default mode here is going to be toggle. The new one that we just added very recently is hold. So what you'll do is you'll select the channel that you want to trigger the effect on. So in this case, it's of course my Wave 3 Mark II. And then you can choose the effect that you want on there. So in this case, it'll be megaphone. And I'm also going to change the mode to hold. And so the way this would work is I'm going to go ahead and unmute now. So you should be hearing me through the Wave 3 Mark II at this point. And when I go ahead and press and
change my voice over to that sound effect, right? And then I let go.
And it's off again. It's back to normal. So this is really cool because I can say, you know, hey everyone,
I really want you to pay attention to what I'm saying right now.
And then just let go again, and I'm back to normal, right? It makes it incredibly easy to use. I can do the same thing with the, with the trailer. So if I want the trailer voice, all right, everyone listen up. Check this out.
This is the new press and hold functionality with Wavelink 3.0 and the Stream Deck plugin. It's epic.
And now I'm just back to normal. So this is the easiest way that you can trigger these voice changers is simply by pressing and holding on the device and then letting it go. So it makes it super easy. Of course, you can still toggle it if you want to. But yeah, that's literally how easy it is to set up. It's just one action, the channel audio effect, add that on here, set the mode to hold, and then of course this works on every Stream Deck device. So this works on your Stream Deck Mini, your Stream Deck Neo. This works on your Stream Deck Mark II, Scissor Keys, your Stream Deck Plus, Stream Deck Plus XL. It even works with your virtual Stream Deck or Stream Deck Mobile. In fact, the giveaway for today is going to be a couple codes that are lifetime codes for Stream Deck Mobile. So if you're wondering, how can I trigger these effects, but I don't even have a Stream Deck yet? Well, it's cool. Just hang around and we'll be giving away some Stream Deck Mobile codes. So it's super simple to set up. Manu here had a little bit of a different setup where it's actually through multi-actions. So of course, you can chain together, you could have a specific scene in OBS that goes live at the same time your voice changer goes live. So, if we're talking about like the VX Pilot or the Raider, putting on the helmet, you could have like almost like a cockpit view for your scene, and then it also changes your voice effect. There's really fun and creative ways that you can use voice changers together with Stream Deck and multi-actions to do some really powerful and fun things. So
We do have a quick question for you as
yeah.
well, Phil. They're asking, guessing you can put this in a multi-action so it triggers for a certain amount of time.
Of course. So I can also just show that quickly. So in Stream Deck, you can set up a multi-action very easily. You can just right-click, create a multi-action. And a multi-action you can think of a little bit like essentially like a keyboard macro, right? It just does a bunch of stuff either at the same time or one after the other. It's like this, but for Stream Deck actions. So here I could go in and I could say, channel audio effect, move that onto the multi-action. I can toggle the trailer guy, and then maybe I will go ahead and add a 5-second delay on there. I could set this to like 5,000. So that's 5 seconds. Now the effect will turn on, and then Stream Deck will wait 5 seconds, and then I could go in here again and then toggle it. Or I could even set the specific state, right? I could set this to, mute, and then I could set the first one to unmute. And now if I press this key here, we'll go ahead and switch to that. All right, I am now talking, and it's going to turn on the Epic trailer guy, and then it will
turn it off again after 5 seconds. So that's how that works. That should get it. It looks like
actually kept it on. Okay, why did it keep it on? Did I mess something up there? It unmutes, and then it waits 5 seconds, and then it mutes again. Interesting. Anyways, you get the idea. That's how that works. You can use a multi-action to go through and basically toggle the effect on and off. So another very powerful way to use Stream Deck here to kind of automate things, right? That multi-action could then, like I described earlier, also include an OBS scene change or, the app that you're using. So we could go in here like OBS, you could change to a scene as well, maybe do that right at the beginning. And then, yeah, you can chain lots of different things together. Mute, unmutes, unmute, mutes. Got it. Okay. All right. So it might be, I think it's flipped right now, so that might be a bug. Our team will get right on that. But yeah, so that's controlling these with Stream Deck. I don't know if Manu, if you had something else that you wanted to show there, or if you had something else set up. It's really quite simple and quite powerful.
Yeah, thanks to the Stream Deck, I can have the settings for today. If not, I'm dead. So I have the possibility to manage everything regarding OBS. And also because I'm using Voicemod right now, the Voicemod app when I'm talking, but when I show you the VSTs, then I'm deactivating Voicemod, activating the VSTs, also activating the monitoring and determining a level for my hear myself, just one click option. And it's amazing. It gave me a bit of time just to understand with the architecture, but then using the tools inside Stream Deck, it was super fast just to start digging into it. So yeah, it's great. Without Stream Deck, I can do it right now.
For sure. And then before we head over to Soundboards, because that's kind of the second thing that we've been working on together, I want to take a quick look again at where everyone can find these. I'll go to Marketplace here. I'm actually just going to do this in the browser. So if you guys want to, you can go ahead and check these out. If you don't have Wavelink installed, well, A, it's free, so you can do that right now. What's stopping you? And then you can go over to Elgato Marketplace, head over to Wavelink, audio effects, and if you go by recent, you'll see all of the Voicemod voice changers here. Some are paid, some are free. This will also open Wavelink if you click on it, or like I mentioned earlier, you can also just do this right inside of Wavelink. So I've got Wavelink open here. You can go to Marketplace, audio effects, and then do that same thing, and it's quite simple. So there's also a promo price, I believe. I don't know how long that's active for, but you can get 33% off any of these voice changers for a set amount of time. Are we talking about the time that deal is available, or is that?
It's until the 26th, I believe, if I'm not entirely mistaken. I think it's the 26th. I wanna say it's the 26th. I'm just gonna lock in the 26th. Let's say 26th.
All right, there we go.
Let's do that.
Easy. All right. Well, let's put it this way. You have until the 26th. So, of course, you're seeing the demos here. If you're interested in picking any of these up, you can get this awesome introductory discount there. And again, there's also free ones. So if you want to check out the VX Pilot first, you can try that, get a feel for how it works, how the latency is, does it do what you want to do, and then go from there. So that's VSTs and Voicemod voice changers. Before we jump into soundboards, Jonas, Manu, is there anything you want to add to these voice changers that you guys now have on Marketplace?
Yeah.
I mean, Manu, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I just going to ask for combos, some VSTs combos demo.
Oh yeah.
But
Ooh, wait for
later.
those. Wait for those for later. I think they'd be really cool to show after we've done the soundboards. But yeah, what you've just heard, all of our different VSTs, between all of these, you have a mix of character-driven voices, epic voiceover tools that you can mix and match to really fit your channel's personality. For the launch, we've already seen this before. We want to make it as low friction as possible to experiment. So each of them is available at a discount until the 26th. Then the idea is that you grab, one or two that really fit your style, drop them into your existing Wavelink scene, and immediately feel the upgrade in how you sound on stream. And if you're already running Stream Deck with a Voicemod plugin, then this is where it all comes together. Stream Deck handles the triggers and the moments, Wavelink hosts the VSTs, and Voicemod is a creative layer on top. So your very next broadcast can sound completely different without having to change the way you work. So that's basically our little explanation.
Also, I think we just got a preview of the next thing that we're going to talk about. Thank you for that, Jonas. So VSTs are the first part, but there's also something new from you guys as well. Manu, do you want to take us through that? It sounds like you've got some of these set up already.
Yeah, sure. Are you talking about combos, right?
Or
Yeah, okay.
soundboards.
Or soundboards. Well, for the soundboards, as
Mm-hmm.
yeah, me or Phil?
I can do the soundboards first, and then we can do a combo.
Okay.
So beyond the VSTs, the other big part of our Elgato story are soundboards, and specifically two that everyone watching today can grab for free on the marketplace: Reactions and the Prankster. So Reactions is your core live show toolkit with clutch stingers like the air horn, a bass drop, a nuke alert if you need it, or an evil laugh. You know, the exact sort of sounds you need when chat explodes or you land something epic. One Stream Deck press and you'll make your friends or audiences react. The Prankster is a little bit different. The Prankster is pure chaos with sounds like the explosion, a boing sound, or an error. Perfect for trolling teammates or keeping chat completely off balance. This is your I definitely meant to do that board. So both are completely free on the Elgato marketplace right now. Anyone can grab them and try them out right away. And of course, for anyone that is a pro user of Voicemod, these are already included in the subscription. These are already available to you, so you don't have anything else to worry about.
Super cool. So if I say something, ooh, okay, all right. Well, chat, you can also have a magical moment when you go ahead and, install Wavelink 3.0. I actually don't have the sound effect set up yet, but we should go ahead and do that. Manu, do you want to show that, or do you want me to show how you get these from Marketplace and use those?
You'll be showing it, Phil.
I'll be showing.
Yeah,
Am
go,
I
go,
getting?
go
Am I
ahead.
getting?
Yeah, Phil.
Am I getting a call right now? Oh, right. It's Hey, I'm supposed to remind chat that they can download Wavelink 3.0 for free and that they can use soundboards with it. Yeah. Okay, I'll let them know. Cool. All right. Yeah, you guys heard that there. But all right, let's go through how this works. So for this, you'll head over to Elgato Marketplace, and these soundboards that the Voicemod team have put together are available when you go to Stream Deck now. You'll see these under Soundboards. So you can go ahead and click that. And there's the Prankster, and then there's also the reactions there that you can just get for free. So we'll go ahead and just download the one. We'll download Prankster first here. And the cool thing is, it's just a Stream Deck profile. So what you do is you double click it, and it'll install right on the device that you have connected. So you can just double click it here, or just open your downloads folder. Oh, there we go. And then you can select the Stream Deck that you have connected. So of course I have quite a few here. It might look a little bit different for you. In this case, I'm going to choose the Stream Deck Plus XL, and boom, there we go. So now I have these soundboard actions added here. All the sounds are already in there. So what happens now is, of course, when you press on it, you'll play the sound, but it's actually not going to go, it's going to go to you, but it might not go to your chat yet. It might not go to Discord, or in this case, the live stream. This is, again, where Wavelink comes in. So with Wavelink 3.0, it's also super easy to simply route your audio. I'm going to go ahead and remove this guy here. What you can do is simply create a new channel, and then in here, select Stream Deck, like so, and then I'll add that to this output here. And you may need to, for the routing to take effect, you may need to restart the app. In this case, if I press it, let's see. Okay, so I do need to, I think, restart Stream Deck for the routing to take effect here. So I'll just do that. Go ahead and relaunch it. And once it pops up, it will go ahead and play out for the stream. And then, of course, what you can do is you can also add it to things like your chat mix. And this makes it super simple. Launch the app there. Takes a second. I have so many different profiles and so many different, now I have soundboards and all this stuff loaded. So it does take a second to, there we go. Right. And now, if I play it, it'll go out to you guys. So let's see if I do. Yeah, there we go. Right. It plays out to you guys, and of course, it also goes out to my headphones there. We had to unmute it for a second. We're doing a lot of stuff with audio here. So now it's super fun because, it goes out together with the microphone. So if I wanted the voice changer and the audio effects or the sound effects at both at the same time, I could even do something like that. So how would you use this now in Discord, for example? Well, that's also quite easy. With Wavelink 3.0, again, you could set up something like a chat mix here. You could add your microphone to it. You could add Stream Deck to it. Of course, I'm going to take Discord out of there. And then what you would do in Discord, for example, you would actually just go ahead and select the chat mix as your microphone input. And then you have your soundboard in there through the Voicemod soundboard, and you have your effects in there as well, your voice changers. Boy, the system is being a little sluggish today. All right, we don't want that. We can just go in here, voice and video, and then we can select our chat mix. But now if I go ahead and I do a mic test, if I do, oh yeah, you can see it there, it plays. So that goes into Discord. So now you can get your voice changer in there, you can get your soundboard in there, makes it super easy. Something to keep a note of, and this is again a really nice benefit of using a Wave Mark II device, like a Wave 3 Mark II that we have here, is that if you are just using voice changers, you actually don't need to even select this chat mix. You can actually just select your device in here. So you can just select mic in. You only need to do this, basically this custom mix, this chat mix or microphone effects, if you want to add soundboards on there as well. So you can just select it there, and that'll include everything that you've routed into that mix. So that's how it works. Pretty awesome, pretty simple. You have Stream Deck, you add your soundboard on there, which you can get for free from Marketplace. Route that into a mix on Wavelink, bring that into your app, and you're pretty much good to go. So there's two that are available on Marketplace today. What was kind of the inspiration for these sounds, and are there going to be more coming from you guys?
Yeah, sure. Jonas.
I can do, yeah. I mean, we want more boards. We'll have more soundboards. We'll do more profiles for Stream Deck in the future. We want to expand what our plugin can do, as obviously we're expanding Voicemod as an app. We have VM key for console. We have many, many more things coming, and we definitely want to expand what we do with Elgato as well, and what we offer on the marketplace for sure.
Coolio. All right. Did we have any questions come in during that time that we can take a look at from chat? I want to make sure we get those answered. Remember, for chat, if you guys have questions, make sure you start them with !Q. So that way it's easy for us to filter. If you don't do that, we may just miss your question, unfortunately, just because there's a lot of chat messages coming through.
Oops.
What did I miss? I'm new to this. Oh, should we just redo everything from the beginning? Jonas, Manu,
No,
do
they're
you have
asking
time?
was Wavelink. I just
All right, we'll take it back.
That's good. That's good. We'll talk more about what is Wavelink very shortly. But I meant to click something else here. So this is a question from Taco Man. They would love to know if the voices on Voicemod will be VST compatible for less delay. I already have the Pro Voicemod.
Yeah, if you run them inside of Wavelink, then the latency is going to be even lower. Yeah. In fact, you can get even more reduction in the latency if you run the VST inside of Wavelink, and then you also have a Wave Mark II device thanks to that VST insert technology. But even without that, Manu, you're using it with, I think, with just a regular Wave XLR right now. Is that right? Oh, I think you're muted. Or at least I can't hear it.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Wouldn't be a live stream without some tech issues, but that's why we do this stuff live. All right, well, we'll come back to that. Let's take some more questions.
In that case, while we're waiting, we go and answer the question about what is Wavelink for someone who's new to Wavelink.
What is Wavelink? Okay, so Wavelink is a software that's free on Mac and Windows that does two things. It mixes and routes your audio, and it processes your audio. So what does that mean? Well, if we take a look here at, and I've got Wavelink set up, and I'll just keep this very brief. What you can do is you can take all of your different inputs, all of your different audio sources. So, for example, your microphone, your voice chat, a soundboard. It could be games as well. So I can add a game in here, like Hades. It takes all of these as separate inputs, and you can create up to 5 mixes that those get sent to. So, for example, if you're streaming, you can create one mix for yourself, maybe a personal mix. You could create a stream mix. You can create a VOD mix that excludes music. And then you can send that to different applications. So, for example, you can send that into OBS. You can take that mix and send one into Discord. So it does the routing and the mixing there. And of course, you have control over your levels, for each individual mix, each individual input. You have control over mute, all the routing there. The second part, though, is, like I mentioned, those effects. So, and the processing. And what you can do here is on each input channel, so this could be hardware, like a microphone, this could be software, in this case, something like Discord, it could be a game, doesn't really matter. You can add effects onto those. So if you have a microphone and you want to process that audio and make it sound better, you could do something like an EQ or a compressor. If you want to add creative effects like a Voicemod voice changer, you can go in here and do that and then get really creative with your sound and personalize it to your content. If you're using something like music, well, I think we all like music. The example I always go back to is myself. I love EDM music. I love when there's a little bit more on the low end. So what I do is I'll go ahead and add this here to, I can add all these to the stream mix, and then in Spotify I'll go in and I'll just add an equalizer on there. And within that EQ, I can set a let's see, a high shelf here. Actually, it would be a low shelf. There we go. Boom. Now I've taken the low end here and just added a slightly bit, a slight oomph to it, just a little bit extra. And you can do that across any of these inputs. Now, inputs into Wavelink also don't need to be just like an Elgato microphone. It could also be other microphones. It could be your headset mic, it could be a capture card, could be a microphone from, Razer, HyperX, SteelSeries, doesn't matter. You can add those all into Wavelink. So that's the quick, what was that? Not exactly 30 seconds, but like maybe 2-minute pitch. It's free, so you can download it right now.
And then next question is from RPG. They're asking, is there a way to not have my voice doubled up when I have both mic and voice mod channels in Wavelink other than switching those to, was it decoys? On off mute.
Is there a way to have my voice not doubled up when both mic and voice mod channels in Wavelink? It sounds like what you're doing is you have your microphone going into Wavelink and you have the Voicemod app going into Wavelink. And both of those are basically, one is sending just your microphone, that's just your mic, and then one is the Voicemod app with your voice that's being processed. What you'd want to do in that case is just simply mute one, right? So if you are using Voicemod, then you'll want to make sure that you have your direct mic just muted, as you can see it up here. In fact, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. The mic is just muted. Or if you want your mic going in directly into Wavelink, and then just mute basically the Voicemod input. But yeah, you can just keep one of them muted. You could, with something like a Stream Deck, actually mute you could use a multi-action switch to, say unmute Voicemod, do your effect, and then mute it again. Like there's some pretty cool stuff you could do there.
Awesome. They said that's what I figured, just checking.
Cool. All right.
All right. With that being said, I believe that is all the questions here that we need to answer with the incredible Voicemod team.
Awesome.
Present.
Okay. And I think we're also I think slowly getting to the end of our time here with Manu and Jonas. So chat, just make sure if you have any more questions, get those in now with !Q. Manu, I think you wanted to show us stacking multiple effects and maybe even soundboards together. Can we take a look at that? Because that sounds really, really cool. Also, make sure that we have your audio coming in.
Looks like the audio is still not coming in.
Give us, what's the? I think we had that emote, but it's like we need like the 1 sec emote.
You should put on the trailer voice and just like do a little voice like, and in just one moment we will get the audio. You know?
In just one moment, the audio will be fixed, and we will have Manu speak about the unbelievably good combination of VSTs.
Now I mean, if I wasn't tuned in or awake before, now I'm like, all right, I am ready. Like, show me what is going to happen here, because I am ready. All right, let's see.
Let's see. I've heard it before. It was really, really cool. Like what he has to show is a fantastic thing. He showed it to me earlier, and I didn't know it was possible until he showed it. So it was really, really cool. I hope it works out. I'd love for chat to see it.
All right. Maybe Manu, you can give us a signal.
While we wait, Jonas, if you want to go. Oh, Jonas, if you want to go ahead and share some of your favorite soundboards effects.
My favorite sound effects, I must say I use a lot of UGC effects, but I can't play here due to any possible reasons of what you can and can't play on stream, right? Especially with material from shows or anything that gets recorded. But I meme a lot to my friends with anything Warhammer related, lots of different excerpts from like YouTube videos and memes that you find funny that I use a recorder for to then play back again in a Discord conversation or anywhere else. Basically, I'm a power user when it comes to our UGC sounds. Anything that sounds remotely funny or great for trolling, I'll save. Like, for example, I play Arc Raiders, and I'll use a dog voice and just bark around while I play different sound effects and try to confuse people. It doesn't necessarily help me kill things, in my opinion. I don't think I'm very good at it, but it creates a level of immersion that I think is funny. So, I have a little bit of fun on my own. So my entire soundboard is just a mix out of weird meme sounds and trolling. But if we were to talk about my favorites from the Prankster reactions board, it's absolutely the error, because telling people that something is not working and just spamming it like 10. The amount of times that our colleagues have had to deal with this in any of our calls, and I just meme a bit, is I'm glad they still like to talk to me. It's very cool.
I need to do that every time someone joins and then is just muted. They forget to unmute their microphone. Just play that until they realize. Don't even say anything. Just merp, and then until they realize.
No.
Hey, Manu. All right.
There he is.
Now you can hear me.
Yep, you're coming through.
Okay.
Oh, and we've lost you. All right. I think we lost him.
I think what we could do here is we can go and cut to a creative video.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so maybe I hope we can still get this demo up and running, but what we'll do to give a couple minutes here, we'll take a look at a creator video that's going to be a couple minutes showing who is it going to be? Who do we have?
Nutty's
It's
going to be
Nutty.
showing his thoughts on Wavenext.
So let's check out what Nutty thinks about Wavenext, and hopefully we can get this demo working for you guys, because it's pretty cool.
If you could tell one thing to creators about why Wavenext matters for their audio, what would it be? If I had to summarize it into one word, latency. Being able to listen to your voice in exactly the same quality as your viewers in real time is huge. Most people, when they're messing around with their audio, apply effects like EQ and compression, which, sure, you can easily add them in OBS. The problem is, if you try to listen back to your voice in OBS, there's a ton of latency. You know that thing when you're trying to speak, but your voice is lagging behind by like a quarter of a second, and it's super distracting? You're not going to have a problem with these Wavenext devices, because the processing is done on the hardware itself, so you don't get any latency. Wavelink 3 is completely rebuilt. What's the biggest difference you notice in how you route and mix your audio now? There's two really big changes in Wavelink 3 that, for me, are a huge game changer. One, you can use it with any mic now. You don't need Elgato hardware to use this. You can bring any microphone or any audio interface and use it here. And second, you can create up to 5 different virtual audio channels. And so basically what I've done is I created a dedicated mix that I call my microphone mix, which just contains 2 inputs. My Wave XLR for my Wave DX microphone and my wireless clip-on mic. Both of these mics together are recognized as a single mic that I could use for any application like Discord, my game chat, or whatever. And this is huge because if I ever want to stand up in my stream and walk around, I just need to take this mic out of the case and clip it onto my shirt, and I can just start talking. I don't need to change my audio device in my software. I don't need to mess with any settings in Windows. This also means that I could mix anything else I want into my microphone mix. So if I have sound effects in a browser source in OBS, or I have like a TTS going on, and I want my friends to hear it on Discord, I just add it to the microphone mix. It's literally one click. If you're using the original Wave 3, why would you upgrade to Mark II? What's the difference between the two? One of the great things about Wave Next is because all the audio is being processed on the device itself, that means all of your settings are saved to your mic as well. So if you get a Wave 3 Mark II that has that Wave Effects chip in it, you can tweak all your EQ and compression settings at your home setup, disconnect your mic from your PC, take it to your friend's place or to a convention or whatever, and all of your settings travel with you. That PC doesn't even need to have Wavelink on it because, again, all your settings are on the mic itself. What's your first impression of revamped Wavelink 3? Can you walk us through the Wavelink setup or share your favorite features? Wavelink 3 is just so much more polished and modern compared to Wavelink 2. Not just aesthetically, but also functionally. Like I said, you can create up to 5 different virtual audio channels, mix whatever you want into those channels, game audio, Discord audio, your microphone, and then you can even name them whatever you want. And the cool thing is, whatever you name them in Wavelink 3 is exactly how it appears in your Windows settings. You can also listen back to any of these channels through your headphones, or your speakers, or even both at the same time. I've got a bunch of Bluetooth headphones, and with Wavelink 2, I always had to turn my headphones on, wait for it to appear in Windows, and then manually change my output in Wavelink just so I could hear my audio. But with Wavelink 3, you don't need to do anything like that anymore. I literally just pull my headphones off the dock, and then it automatically connects to Wavelink. And if my friends have their own headphones, they can also listen to the same thing that I'm hearing, or even a completely different channel inside of Wavelink.
All right, what a fantastic video from Nutty. Thank you so much for that. It's always awesome to see how he's using the gear. So it looks like we weren't able to get the demo working from Manu, but I think what we'll do is we'll get a video recorded of the cool setup and what he wants to show you guys, and we'll play that during tomorrow's live stream. So tomorrow, we're also going to talk all about Stream Deck Plus XL and how you can control your audio with it, which is kind of perfect. So we'll put together a video there, and we'll play that tomorrow. But with that being said, Jonas, Manu, thank you so much for joining us. Is there anything that you guys want to leave the chat with?
I just want to say thank you for having us. It was a pleasure. The entire Voicemod team is very, very excited about this partnership and our long-standing relationship with each other. So this is really a great step into the future that we take together. And thank you for having us. With that being said, party hard, use Voicemod, and have a great time.
That's so good.
That's awesome. Let's get some hearts in chat, please, for Jonas and Manu. thank you guys so much. I also want to, express my thanks too. It was amazing, a pleasure having you guys on here. And once again, guys, 33% off marketplace if you guys want to try out these VSTs. We had demo all the VSTs that are the paid version, and there's, I believe, a few free VSTs that you guys can also use from Voicemod. Just go to marketplace, and for the 2 soundboards, they're both completely free. So go check them out, go download them, go use them. You guys will enjoy them.
All right. Thank you so much, Manu. Thank you so much, Jonas.
With that being said, let's go ahead and cut to our creative video by Big Cheese, who has a very great example of how VoiceTune works and talks about his first impressions of Wavenext.
But don't go anywhere, chat, because remember, we are giving away a couple lifetime codes for Stream Deck Mobile, so you'll want to stick around for that.
If I can tell creators one thing, pure, unadulterated quality, clarity. I can hear how I speak to my audience, and I sound good. And it's the fact that I can be able to hear it without any latency. That's the beautiful thing about it. And I feel like when people get their hands on this product and they experience it for themselves, I do feel like they're going to get the same experience. In every single session, I got to have clip guard. I'm loud, I'm obnoxious, I freak out sometimes, I get hype a lot, I tend to scream a lot, I freestyle a lot, and the thing is I need to make sure that my volume is maintained. So clip guard is definitely my go-to every single session. My first reaction was, oh my, I sound amazing. I sound like I can narrate somebody's life in a movie. I can be on the radio station, or I can be on commercials, or I can narrate National Geographic stories or Animal Planet stories. I feel like that is awesome when I'm speaking to you, and it's like, there's a time when I told you that my voice was great and you didn't believe me. Do you believe me now? I hope so. VoiceTune is the reason why you hear my voice the way it is. And the adjustment here is simple. It's like, okay, do you want VoiceTune on? Turn it on. And you can tell the difference by when I'm talking like this right now, and you can hear exactly how weak it is, right? But once I put it back up to where it's strong, you can definitely hear my voice and the force behind it. So it's like, okay, I'm going to go back to weak, and I'm just going to do one tune the whole time. So you hear that, right? That's pretty good. The audio controls that I have mapped is my microphone, of course. So, if I want to be able to mute my microphone, I can mute my microphone. Or if I want to lower the volume or increase the volume in Discord, I can do that as well. And I also have my VLC, player as far as my music playing in the background. So whenever I'm in an intermission, I will play the music, have a conversation with my chat, and just see what's going on, what the vibes are today. But that's not the only thing that's mapped. I have the Stream Deck Plus XL and the Wave XLR MK2 connected to the Stream Deck Plus via the USB dock. So yes, I have everything in a row here. So it's like, yeah, you can hear me on one part, but don't say nothing to my little bro or my big bro. It's like, this is like a stare effect right now, what you're seeing. So I love the fact that I have this, and I have so many buttons and so many dials that I can be able to take advantage of. This is just amazing.
And we're back. Hello, everyone. We're glad that, are you guys still here? Because don't worry, we're giving away 3 Stream Deck Mobile lifetime codes very
Sound off,
shortly.
chat.
What's up?
I said sound off, chat.
Oh, sound off.
Give us a signal.
Oh.
Are you still there? Are you still
Are
here?
you still there? Are you still here?
Actually, hang on. Let's see. Let's let's do. Are you still here? Are you ready for a Stream Deck Mobile lifetime giveaway code? Because it's gonna happen soon. Stick around.
Stick around and find out.
All right.
But with that being said, so I do want to talk about the rest of the stream schedule. We want to go ahead and bring up the schedule real quick.
Let's take a look there.
Yeah. So our next stream plans, you guys are going to see the German live stream at 12 p.m. CET, 11 a.m. UTC. And then right after that, there's going to be the Portuguese stream from 2 p.m. WET and 2 p.m. Wait, is that right? 2 p.m. UTC?
Yep.
And then after that will be our stream again. This will be our last US stream tomorrow. It's gonna be about Stream Deck Plex XL and audio control. So we're gonna have a pretty big giveaway too. So make sure to tune in. It's gonna, we're gonna leave it for a bang, And then our last Elgato stream will be from our Japan team, which is gonna be on Friday at 6 p.m. JST and 9 a.m. UTC. So I see that you guys already found the keyword. I was like, but we can understand chat, right? We're a pro at we're a
Chat
pro at
can-
understanding.
We can meow at them. They can meow back. But yeah, so if you have, I saw a question earlier, are we still doing questions at this point? No, but if you have any more questions, if you want to know how these Voicemod voice changer effects work in Wavelink, how you can use soundboards, all of that. Also come by tomorrow again. We're going to talk all about Stream Deck and audio. So we're going to show Stream Deck Plus XL. We're going to show how you can control Wavelink, how you can add your VSTs in there, add your soundboards in there through Stream Deck, and all of that fun stuff. So definitely come around tomorrow again at 10 a.m. Pacific. Same time, same place. We're talking all about Stream Deck and audio. I do want to also give a big shout out to Jonas and Manu for joining us. And thank you to those guys for being here, for demoing all those awesome effects, and of course, just to Voicemod in general. They've been a great crew to work with, and it's awesome to have them on Marketplace as makers now with these VST effects and with soundboards. So again, soundboards for your Stream Deck, they are free. You can check them out right now. And if you want to pick up those VST effects, they are running that intro discount right now.
33% off.
33% off. There's also some free ones you can check out, and you can do that either right on Marketplace or you can do that through Wavelink. There's that Marketplace button at the bottom left. In fact, that's right. I just remembered something really cool, and I totally forgot. Wavelink is free. You can download it right now and use it. I just remembered that.
Mac.
Both Windows and Mac, exactly. It's the basically the most powerful audio mixer you can have just for free on your device. On Mac, you don't even have the ability to really mix and match audio levels from different apps. Well, on Mac, you can just do that now. On Windows, yeah, it's a little bit buried. So, hey, you can, just have that on your system now. Super cool. In fact, I want to show you something. Maybe we can cut to the demo here. Something that we didn't show. But if you're wondering, like, oh man, I've got also, thanks for joining us again, Chris, placeholder Chris. If you want to, let me just close these guys. If you're like, yeah, I want to use Wavelink, but there's a lot of routing and mixing going on, and I really just want it for like app control, and I'm not looking to do else. That's fine. You just turn it to compact mode. There you go. Now it's compact mode, and so now you can just control all of your levels for all of your different channels right in here, all of your inputs, and you don't even need to deal with that. On macOS, it's really cool because it actually pops up at the top from your menu bar there. So that's compact mode. Pretty sick, right? But okay, enough yapping from us. Should we get into this giveaway?
But before we get into the giveaway, I want to get some hearts in chat for the team. Like, can you believe it? This is gonna be, it's almost our last stream. Almost a live stream. It's been total 2 weeks of all these incredible, fun live streams. I want to know, chat, your favorite moment. I guess I can also ask this tomorrow, but what's your favorite moment of today's live stream?
We're gonna do megaphone here.
Megaphone. Oh, okay. Hello.
Everyone.
Heart in chat. Let's get some Elgato hearts in chat for the team, for Phil, for Chris over here, who's doing a phenomenal job as a technical director, doing all the back end stuff. For Brito, who's moderating chat. For Brandon, who's also moderating the chat. For James, for everyone, everyone on the team, Elgato team, Voicemod team, W.
W. I'm seeing all the hearts. That is perfect. So
that is not annoying at all. That the great thing is, all I can do, what I can do is just release the Stream Deck key, and boom, the effect is off again. Ta-da!
We could also just do, what was it, the cat?
we could do that.
Do Mr. Meowington, and they would definitely understand us from there.
Yeah.
But all right, with that being said, let's do a countdown for Brito. So we'll draw the very first winner. But before, actually, sorry, I forgot to mention for YouTube. Everyone on YouTube, make sure you come over to Twitch because this is a Twitch-only giveaway. So you will need to come into Twitch, type in the keyword, make sure you hit that follow button on Twitch. If you're not following us, then we will have to reroll for a new winner. So make sure you double check that you guys are following us right now. Otherwise, if you're not, that's gonna suck.
We did last Friday have, I think, like 4 people we had to re-roll, so don't be like that. Make sure you're following, make sure you're active, and all right, you know what we'll do the countdown, but in the epic trailer voice.
Epic trailer voice. At first I thought you were gonna say the meow voice.
No. All right.
From 10.
Oh, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 3.5, 4, 5, 6, 7, oh, I know the name told me through it.
Oh, Rabbit! Rabbit Ron! Rabbit's been like part of our community for a pretty long time, so that's really awesome. Rabbit, congrats on your lifetime code for Stream Deck Mobile.
Congratulations.
So, we'll reach out to you via DMs.
Are they in chat? Did they already say something?
Honestly, let's see. Yeah,
oh,
I see them
yep,
chat.
Yahoo.
Yep,
there we go.
Yahoo.
Congratulations.
Rabbit's
All right.
always here. I would never expect anything less. Like, I feel like for me, it's like, Rabbit, we see you.
Okay.
All right,
the next one. This one we're gonna count down. I'll do the countdown on this one. And the winner is. Did you guys not know? Congratulations, Story of Mike.
Story of Mike, are you in chat? You got 60 seconds to say something in chat to claim your prize.
Story
of Mike. Oh, there they are.
There it is. Congratulations. You won a lifetime code for
are they following
Stream Deck
us?
Mobile.
That is the question here.
Uh-oh.
Story of Mike.
The follow police has to check. Are you following?
They are. They've been following us since October 7th, 2025. Congrats
Awesome.
on winning
Congratulations.
a Stream Deck Mobile lifetime code.
All right.
So
we have one more to give away. What fun effect should we do the countdown in? We have lots of different ones. Jasmine, do you want to? We've got Akari, we've got cute, we've got
cute.
deep. Cute?
The cute.
Okay. All right. We'll do this last countdown in cute.
All right, winner number 3.
The last giveaway winner. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw it.
Congrats to Spotja. You have won a Stream Deck Mobile lifetime code. Please
Yay,
type,
they typed yay.
Perfect.
All right.
Perfect timing.
Congratulations.
Now we just
wow,
gotta double
chat,
check.
I just want to say you guys are all on point. You had great questions. You're all here for the giveaway. You guys are the best. I don't think there's anyone that has as cool of a chat as we do. Chat, give yourselves all a round of applause. Hearts in chat for yourselves, for everyone around you. You guys are awesome. You guys are cool.
Awesome. Sweet. All right. I believe we are going to get ready to raid someone soon. So while I get the message for that, I just want to say we'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget, there's going to be 3 live streams tomorrow. One from the German team, one from the Portuguese team, and then our last US stream.
Sprichst du Deutsch? Dann wollen wir dich im Chat sehen morgen.
Aw, I see Pig Radio says, thanks for all you do for creators around the world. Aw. Well, thank you for being here. We're really happy. We love doing these live streams for you guys. We love, talking about our products, answering questions, doing these Q&As. So it's definitely been, this is the first time we've ever done like this much streaming after a launch stream. Usually it's one or like maybe one week, right? Never 2 weeks. This is the very first time. So, and it's been great. And we're happy to see you guys here. Happy to have you. But yeah, I think with that being said, we'll see you guys
In the next one.
tomorrow in the
Tomorrow.
next round.
Yep.
And we're going to be rating someone soon.
Someone who's someone? Is that
Someone soon.
Oh my gosh, imagine if that was your channel. If your creator is someone, hey, how do you watch? Oh, I watch someone. Yeah, who? Oh, someone. I love their content. Who is someone? Yeah, W someone, right?
W someone. W
Sean,
the person we're
yeah.
about to raid here, you know?
We must know, Jasmine. Who is someone? Are
Who
we
is
still
someone?
picking? Are we still finding out?
Jim Davis MTG. That is who
Jim
we'll be raiding.
Davis. This is a message for Jim Davis. We're going to go ahead and raid you.
All right. See you guys tomorrow.
All right. Have a good one, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.